For all the awe the universe inspires nebulae, stretching like painted fire, galaxies spiraling like divine clockwork, the truth is usually much messier. Usually it smells like burnt protein and panic. On the medical frigate, Helian Grace. Dr. Sarah Kavik was elbow-deep in the thoracic cavity of a Cathary engineer named Richtel. His injury seeped a corrosive biofluid, the medical database politely described as hazardous acidic secretion. Sarah preferred her own terminology, nightmare soup. Richtel, who had decided that manually adjusting a live plasma conduit was a perfectly reasonable task, was apologizing in 3 different dialects at once. A multilingual waterfall of regret. Sarah worked calmly, thinking about humanity's bizarre gift for staying alive. Her species invented jazz, built reactors powerful enough to split atoms, and decided pancakes could be dinner. Brilliance and self-destruction, a pair of twins in the human genome. She liked quiet shifts. Quiet meant no one was dying. The universe heard this preference. The universe objected. A priority hail arrived from the Veil. Andoran, a species whose idea of emotional warmth equaled that of a glacier. For them to request a human doctor meant something had gone very wrong. The face that appeared on the CUM screen belonged to Commander Thier. All sharp symmetry and pale, elegant features. Her message was painfully formal. Their medic teams were bound by cultural constraints, and they needed an outsider. A human, Sarah boarded her shuttle and docked with their warship. The Silent Passage, a vessel that felt grown rather than manufactured. Its hull a smooth mixture of metal and bioluminescent veins inside. Glowing corridors twisted organically, illuminated by shifting pulses of light. The crew avoided her gaze, as though one wrong look might cause her to combust. Commander. Fear guided her to the patient Lieutenant Kyla Ren. Kyla was striking even in distress. Silver hair braided with perfect military order. Steel-colored eyes clouded with pain. Posture rigid with effort. The wound was high on her inner thigh, an area the Vaelandrin considered part of Thelchina, a sacred region.
Oh yes.
No one was permitted to touch. Their medical nanites refused to operate there. It wasn't a malfunction. It was a moral law. Humans do not follow Thelchina, Kyla whispered through clenched teeth. Humans follow a simpler rule, Sarah replied, unpacking her tools. If it's injured, it deserves treatment. The infection was spreading fast. Sarah prepared for surgery as Kyla lay trembling, not from pain, but from the cultural weight of exposing what her people considered spiritually private. To violate Thelchina is to harm the soul, Kyla murmured. Sarah paused gently. Your soul is far safer if you survive. She worked with the precision of someone diffusing an explosive. To ease the suffocating tension, Sarah talked about bizarre pirate weapons. About the crime of decaffeinated coffee, about the absurd ways war chewed people up. As she reached the embedded shrapnel, Kyla's emotional walls cracked. I have led soldiers in battle, Kyla whispered. I have faced death without hesitation. But lying here like this, I feel weak. Sarah met her gaze. You think humans don't feel fear? We're a species terrified of everything. Heights, deep water, being perceived. But fear isn't the enemy. Bravery is doing the right thing while terrified. The surgery was clean and successful. Infection neutralized. Shrapnel removed. Cultural programming bypassed by sheer human stubbornness. During recovery, Sarah visited Kyla daily in her private quarters. Chambers serene as a meditation garden lit with soft shifting hues. The conversations drifted away from medicine toward life, jokes, philosophy, star mechanics. Kyla found puns horrifying. Sarah found that delightful. 2 different worlds found a bridge. When Kyla was finally cleared for duty, Sarah packed her kit to leave. You did the hard work, she told Kyla. I just rearranged your internal plumbing. But Kyla stopped her, offering a small wrapped bundle. We are taught that vulnerability is weakness, Kyla said quietly. But you showed me it can forge connection. Inside the cloth lay a crystalline star chart. a three-dimensional lattice of light marking the exact coordinates and time of their meeting. A Valandrin honor rarely given, meant to immortalize a turning point. On the shuttle back to the Hellion Grace, Sarah felt the weight of everything she'd learned. Dr. Ames met her at the airlock, face etched with habitual worry. "Well," he asked, "did you survive the alien mystery?" Sarah touched the glowing start chart in her pocket and smiled softly. "I did, and I learned something. Oh, that sometimes the bravest thing anyone can do is admit they're hurt. And the strongest medicine we carry isn't in our kits. It's simply showing up." As the frigate drifted through the black, Sarah gazed out at the distant constellations, stars shining over Earth and Valandrin alike. Healing, she realized, wasn't a science. It was a universal language,